Periva Sharanam. Devathin Kural, Book 1. Saraswati. Saraswati Puja occurs in the Sharad Ritu. From the name of the Ritu, the 9 nights festival occurring in that period is known as Sharada Navratri, and the goddess is also referred to as Sharada. Of course, in Mantra Shastra, for the name Sharada, other meanings are also given. In Tamil Nadu, the Kanchipuram area in Tonde Mandalam was also known by the name of Kashmira Mandalam, in memory of Kashmir, where Saraswati Aradhana or devotion to the goddess of learning was much prevalent. Hence, Kanchipuram area is referred to as southern Kashmir. Mukar claims that this area of Kanchipuram has Saraswati's special anugraham. Before receiving Kamakshi's grace, Mukar was totally without speech, mute. In the Kamakshi's temple here, there is a special Sannidhanam of Saraswati Amman with a supremely graceful statue of her with 8 hands. In Kanchipuram, Adi Shankaracharya ascended the Sarvagnya Peetham by displaying his excellence in all arts, sciences and crafts. He established the Kamakoti Peetham here and named it as Sharada Peetham. These are the special connections between Saraswati Devi and Kanchipuram area. In Mukha Panchashati, there is one shlokam that assumes Kamakshi to be Saraswati. It starts with the word Vimalapati, that she is wearing a spotless white sari. The whole of Kashmir is covered by white snow so that the countryside seems as if covered by Saraswati. This is what happens to the whole country during the Sharad Ritu too, when the Sharad Chandra or the full moon is resplendent. This is the period between mid-October to mid-December when the entire Earth's surface is covered by a white transparency of the moon at night. The true knowledge blessed by Saraswati will likewise be white, pure and pleasant. Palm leaf is indicative of Vidya. Vidya is not to be misconstrued as simply education. If we relate to the education our children receive at school, we have to draw a line between Vidya and education. In the earlier times, all education was finally aimed at obtaining the knowledge to take us closer to the divine principle. Education should enable one to get rid of all pride and replace it with the adoring love for God. All education of all sorts, arts, sciences and crafts, were aimed at this supreme noble lakshya. Pride is ahankaram, which can rise from wealth, position, power and possessions. But the worst pride is the feeling that I am well read. That is why our grand old ancestors coined the phrase Vidya Vinaya Sampanne. Higher the knowledge, greater the humbleness and humility. For any disease to be cured alongside medicines, pathyam, that is, diet restriction, is very important. Without that, medicine becomes poison. Likewise, for the medicine of Vidya to be effective, the pathyam required is unpretentious modesty and humility, with which it becomes the amritam that gives jnana. That is why Dakshinamurti and Saraswati are the Vidya deities. You know that Saraswati is addressed as Sakala Kalavani and Sarva Vidya Swarupini. Vedas say that Dakshinamurti is the Lord of all Vidya. He is in a state of total inertia where all speech, action and awareness are at standstill. It is that Dakshinamurti who is considered as the Medha, who grants boons for brilliance of the brain, Buddhi Prakasham, mastery of speech, Vak Vangmay, power of knowledge, Vidvat Shakti. Both Dakshinamurti and Saraswati, in addition to Rudrakshamala and palm leaf, have the crescent moon in their hair. It is called Chandra Kalai. Kalai, or the crescent, is indicative of growth. For knowledge, there is no end. It is always growing. The more you know, the more you become aware of your limitations. Like Dakshinamurti, Saraswati also has the third eye in the center of the eyebrows on the forehead. This is indicative of the fact that unless desire is burnt off, there is no place for jnana. Both these gods are depicted as having piled their hair as a crown, the shape of a pyramid. This is also a sign of a jnani. Both are white, as white only can be. This is the color which is not of any color, but has all the colors contained within it. Whiteness, when it becomes more clear, becomes crystal clear. Both Saraswati and Dakshinamurti, around their necks, wear the Spatika Mala, garland of crystal beads. Cleanliness, purity, peace, and clarity automatically accrue to us when we think of them. Perivar Sharanam.